So after 52 years of love and devotion, my mother was diagnosed with Parkinson's. My father and I knew it was not curable. My father didn't want her to suffer. He was so distraught, he killed her and then killed himself to end their suffering, and he felt there was no other path to deal with her disease. Well, I came to realize our society needs supportive care and family support. I learned more about humanistic care like palliative care, holistic support, caregiver support. Those who are providing care to a loved one need a team to guide us. It would make options available to a family in need.
Wow, that's a pretty heavy quote. What this woman is begging for is palliative care. And I want to talk to you about what palliative care is, because most people don't understand it. Many haven't even heard it. It's often confused with hospice, and it's different. It also happens to be what caregivers do. We provide palliative care. Let's dig into this. A woman named Cicely Saunders, an amazing English woman who started as a nurse, became a social worker, and then a physician. She noticed that medicine did nothing for terminal cancer patients. She thought something needed to be done, and she invented hospice. In 1967, she opened a facility to treat terminal cancer patients. And she did it in a very special way. In hospice, Cicely Saunders created an environment where patients could be cared for with pain medication, with spiritual support, which is particularly important to many people at end of life, with interactive exercises with other people in the facility, and included the family, because most of us define ourselves with our family, want to be with them, want to communicate. Here's a graph that shows what medicine looks like when hospice is included. Medicine does everything it can to help the body recover. When the body can't recover, the person is turned over to hospice, where that person and the family are treated. The graph shows the contribution Cicely Saunders made. 7 years later, a Canadian urological cancer doctor, Balfour Mount, invented the term palliative. But he did something more than Cicely Saunders did. He included the whole person, as Cicely did, but extended that care throughout the treatment of a serious terminal illness. The whole person treatment, according to Mount, should begin at diagnosis, because this person is dealing with a chronic illness. So if you look at this graph, it shows a combination of curative medicine along with palliative care, and it includes the family. And that's what you and I do. We are caregivers representing the family, understanding the quality of life that the patient deserves and expects, and providing it. We provide it ourselves when we're at home. We provide it with the physicians when we tell the physicians what's going on at home, so they can tailor their medical treatment to what's really happening. and they can advocate for better treatment of the patient to deal with the entire patient and not just the disease. You know, palliative care is growing in medicine. 55% of hospitals that have more than 100 beds have a palliative care program. And hospitals that have 100 beds or fewer, 20% of them have palliative care. One of the things we want to do with the foundation is increase those numbers and have the family members be part of the palliative care team. We as caregivers are involved all the way through by providing palliative care. I think you might find it useful in talking with doctors to use the term palliative care and say, we are the advocates for palliative care. Work with us to provide what's best for the whole patient. In the next video, we want to talk about the model of the Caregiver Support Foundation, because this model captures what we do as palliative caregivers. If you're interested more in what we do in the Caregiver Support Foundation, please check our website. It is family-caregiver.org. Thank you.